You know, there's so many old, outdated questions out there that employers are still asking in interviews, feeling like they're getting the results they want, but they're really just not serving the right purpose. And I don't think it's a problem with the questions themselves. I just think we haven't really revisited them in a long time. So in this video, I'm going to give you some modern looks at some of these age-old questions. We're gonna give them a fresh coat of paint. We're gonna digitize and remaster them, maybe duct tape a spoiler on the back. So if you're with me, it's time to put some lipstick on this pig. The first one we're gonna tackle is an absolute classic, that where do you see yourself in 5 years? And people have been asking this for decades. And in all honesty, there's only really one good answer to that question. And it came from a stand-up comedian, the late Mitch Hedberg, and he said, I'm gonna be celebrating the 5-year anniversary of you asking me that question. But here's why it doesn't work in the modern workforce. Number one, business moves just way too fast now, and we can't project out 5 years from now what our business is going to be doing or what we're going to be doing in it. And secondly, we just don't have the attention span. So the best bet is to shorten that down. Don't make it 5 years, make it 5 months, 5 weeks. What are you going to be doing 5 minutes from now? Where do you see yourself 5 days from now? But I do want to caution you, because there's actually only one answer to that question that's likely to be right. Probably checking my phone. The next classic question is, what is your greatest weakness? And I know why people ask this question. You want to get an entire picture of your candidate. And clearly, whenever their livelihood is on the line, tens, maybe hundreds of thousands of dollars, why wouldn't they want to be completely 100% upfront, honest, and vulnerable with you? I mean, it's just their livelihood. So here's a few ways to spice up that question. Number one, ask them, what is your greatest weakness? And then as I start to tell you, ask, what's so great about that? People really like when you can knock them down a peg or two, especially in this age where everybody gets a participation trophy. Helping them to know that not even their weaknesses are special and unique will really go a long way. Next, introduce an element of competition into it. Say, what's your greatest weakness? And then offer to arm wrestle, or maybe get them in the octagon. People really like to be challenged. Third, if somebody has a hard time coming up with a weakness and they say, well, I just can't really think of anything, then challenge them to come up with any weakness, and they have to deliver their answer in the form of a haiku. I guarantee that'll rattle them, and you'll show them that they do indeed have weaknesses. Last but not least is that instant classic. If you could be any animal, what animal would you be? And this question has it all. I mean, because human beings are animals, and animals are animals. So therefore, we must spend a ton of time thinking about the perfect answer to this brain teaser. But the problem is, it doesn't really tell us all that much, because we're human beings. We care more about the internet and ourselves. And unless you're asking me about kitten photos on the internet, I really don't care that much. So what are some ways you might spice this up? Well, you might go ahead and ask them, if you could be any Pokemon, which Pokemon would you be? I honestly don't know my answer. I would just be the Pokemon guy. Or you could ask, if a photo of you got turned into a meme, what would it be about and why? Or you could really go deep and make it about fictional animals from Harry Potter or Jurassic Park or some other bullshit. I mean, if you really want to appeal to all the millennials in the workplace, you would ask them which of their favorite reality TV stars would they be and why do they watch so much reality TV? Regardless of how you spice up that question, make sure that you reiterate to them that there is no right answer. It's really important that people understand from day one, and that you set that expectation that they're going to be put in a situation where no matter what they do or say, they're going to be wrong. Well, I hope you found this valuable, and I hope you will take these age-old classic questions and drag them kicking and screaming into the next 20, 30 years of interviews. I mean, they'll never go out of style as long as we refuse to let them. If you like this video, be sure to upvote it, or downvote it, or share it, or don't do anything, honestly. Leave a snarky comment. It's cool. I just enjoy making them for you. Cheers.